All right, welcome back, season 2, preseason. How's everyone doing tonight? We're joined in the booth with the number 2 Hooters Dodge Ram. I almost screwed that up right away, of Christian Grace, and the number 29 Ford F-150, sponsored by Ford Performance, of Jess Hanna. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
All right. So, this is just a preseason race. We're just getting warmed up for the big event. At Daytona. We're gonna do another race after this one for the new nationwide Xfinity Series, or is it National Xfinity Series? I guess is the end. But it's gonna be crazy. I mean, there's only gonna be 27 cars in that second race, but we got 39 in this one. Got some new faces, some familiar ones. It's gonna be wild tonight. We almost got a whole field now. Qualifying races will surely be beginning in the next little while. It's gonna be a great season, just like the last one, I hope. Alright, so I think we should just get into qualifying and race. We got 2 30-lap races to cover tonight, so without further ado, let's get into it. All right. We got Billy Sharp, the sophomore, on the pole, with Lily Holmes, the sophomore, on the outside pole. Chris McRae, we got Julie Powell in the 21, replacing Liam Tanner. I'm still getting to know these drivers, so if I mess something up, that's what this preseason's for. It's not just for the teams, it's for the announcers too. We got Greg Shetner in that 43 truck. He's returning for another season. He'll be in a Dodge, however, so let's see if we can get some better looks. Better looks at these rides. Would it be rear chase? Yeah, there we go. We got Greg Shetner there. We got Keith Hughes in that 82 iRacing Ford. He's returning for another season. We got Danielle Baker coming back for another season here, and we got Virginia Brock, who was nabbed up on the free agency from Hughes Motorsports. She's now riding with you, Tristan, in the Blue Dog Racing team. So that's
making money moves, Alex.
You know what? That's not a bad move. I think she was one of the better rookies of the season one. So this is a great pickup for your team. I'm sure she's going to do great. Already the highest qualifier in your team, so that's probably more to come for the rest of the season for her. And we got Jess Hanna coming back for another season. He's qualified 9th, and we got Francisco in the 23 in a very familiar looking truck. He just barely got his immigration papers sorted, so he's going to be joining us for a second season, hopefully. We got the number 4 of Trip Chase also returning, and then we got new rookie Sam King, also in a Blue Dog Racing Dodge Ram here. Still similar sponsorship, but different colors. You got more with the sponsor color. I wonder if that's some pressure there. They didn't want any more musical bands on there, or what, Tristan?
I just got tired of it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure we'll see something on there before the end of the season. We got Charles Baker in the 80 truck. I don't know why it's showing the outside row there, but we got Keegan Love Jr., who will be competing for Rookie of the Year honors as well. He did not make enough starts last season, so he'll go for another try for Rookie of the Year. Andrew McAvoy returning once again. And we got Jennifer Johnson in that 26 Dodge Ram looking for sponsorship. I'm sure she will obtain something after Daytona. And Juan Ramirez in a similar looking truck, but a different number. He'll be in the number 9 truck, replacing Alex Jarvie for this season. Hopefully he has a better campaign than last, but you know what? I'm all about giving out second chances, so that's the backstory on my decision for that guy. Sean Cohen returning once again in the DraftKings Toyota Tundra. And we got, who is this? This is Alex Dreyer in the 20 WK Racing entry. followed by Daniel Banks in the Avalanche Territory Racing Ford F-150. That's a similar looking truck we saw last season. Zach Shaw in the 83 Rackley Roofing. I believe the paint scheme did change on this one, but same sponsorship, same driver for this team. We got Noah Cole replacing Dave Grubb in the 33 Ford. I believe they just ripped off the sponsors on that truck, and they're using the same chassis as they did in the last Daytona race for this team. So a little bit of cost saving measures, but he's a rookie, so he's not going to get premier equipment right out of the bat. And Callum Johnson, or should I say Callum Bastard Johnson, conceived out of wedlock with a mistress of Jimmy Johnson. So there is some of the Johnson bloodlines there. Racing with a number similar as his father, and a paint scheme very similar to his father, and that loves the truck. Can't even get through that. And I forget what's this gentleman's name. Jack Foster in the 41 Turner Construction Chevrolet. He's going for Rookie of the Year honors this year. And Guillermo Alvarez in I believe he will be going for Rookie of the Year as well. I'd have to double check on that. I'm not sure if he's a senior driver or not. So he's in the number 1 truck replacing Vince Curtis for that. And then we got another returning driver, Brody Walker, in that 25 Turner Construction Chevrolet. Then we're going to go to the 93 Toyota Tundra of Daniel Gill. He'll be running for Rookie of the Year, replacing Carlos Perez, who was so dominant in this truck last season, mainly on the intermediate speedways. Should be exciting to watch to see how this rookie makes out with the same truck that was so good last season. And of course, we have Vladimir Makarov, Mr. What's the Sputnik vaccine or Sputnik V promotion going on this weekend in the infield here at Daytona. He's the ringleader behind that. He's returning for another season, the Ace Hardware Toyota Tundra. And here we go. We got John Jacobs returning once again for his sophomore campaign in the Rabbit Hole Records Chevrolet. Same numbers, same truck, pretty much the exact same scheme as last season. And Irvin Vargas literally put this team together last night, and he's got a sharp-looking truck looking for sponsorship after our first race in Daytona. So let's see how he gets on in his first season in the truck series. We got who is, I forget it. Is it John Donovan? I forget his last name. Sorry, Keith, if you're watching. It's Jason Donovan in that 84 Tenda Heel Ford F-150. New paint scheme for that team. Of course, this was the old truck of Virginia Brock, so hopefully he can do a little bit better, because turns out team standards at Hughes Motorsports are quite high. And Catalina Schwartz, Rookie of the Year last season in Season 1. She's returning for another chance to get herself a championship in that Select Blinds number 69 Toyota Tundra. And Tanner Woodward returning again in the 13 Ford F-150, sponsored by Dollar Tree. And Aiden Wright, who had a very up and down season last year. He had some very good highlight reels and some very forgettable races, but he's going to go around again with us and see how he makes out for season number 2. And of course, we got the 31 of George Gallagher returning from his rookie campaign. He given another shot by team owner Vince Curtis. Lots to prove this season for this young man. And of course, Tristan, the bad boy of the league. He's got Hooters on board, and I'm not going to show you the other sponsors he's got on the quarter panel.
This is a different one. I didn't put those sponsors on it.
Oh, okay, sorry. Well, anyway, we got Hooters on board once again. A new chassis for you in Dodge, so hopefully you can have the same success, if not more, this season with a new manufacturer. And of course, our returning champion, Mike Carroll, in the Little Caesars Toyota Tundra, returning, not having a great starting position, but I'm sure he'll make it up earlier on in this race. Here we go, Mr. Casey Weber returning for technically a second season, but he joined very late last season, so it'll be considered his first year in the Truck Series. So we're looking for big things from this young man as well. And of course, how could we forget my boy Ben Gordon? We'll call him the son of Jeff Gordon. I gave him very similar colors to Papa there. I kind of tried to mimic the DuPont logo on the front, altered my own team logo to make that look more familiar for everyone watching aboard. And that will conclude our field for the first race. Let's get into it. I think this went on way too long already, but whatever. We're having fun tonight. And let's get on to that pace lap.
In cahoots with what Jimmy Johnson did.
Yeah, we got a Johnson and a Gordon. Bloodlines of two absolute legends. We'll see who has the better rookie campaign. Of course, I got a horse in that race, so I'm going to be a little biased, but you never know what's going to happen. We got quite a race happening right now, so let's see how the next 30 laps shape up. We got Billy Sharp on pole. He's returning. Definitely going to make an impact early on in this race, I can tell. All right. All right, boys, how are we feeling for this? We got a Dodge returning to NASCAR, and we got Dodges on the front row. And actually, no, sorry, top three. We got, oh my God, I didn't even realize this in the breakdown here. We got 5 Dodges in the top 6, boys. That's a great start for Dodge returning to NASCAR.
Takeover, baby.
Yeah. Impressive.
Oh, man.
All right, and looks like Ben Gordon is having a bad start to this one. He's already on the pit road, but we are green flag racing. Here we go. The unofficial start of season 2 is underway.
Clash.
This is like third tier Busch Clash here. So what is this, like the Michelob Ultra Light Rumble?
Colt 45 Clash.
Oh God. See Billy Sharp riding the outside line. Now this is a different Daytona than we had last season, so expect the AI to perform a little different. Based off my testing, there should be a pit stop in this race. However, in the Xfinity race, it looks like they can go quite a long ways. It's about 30 laps or so. So I'm not sure we're going to have a pit stop in the second race, but we will have one in this one. Not a big fan of the camera angles on this track. They're very zoomed in for a super speedway. Let's see. Still 2 by 2 pretty much the entire way. Danielle Baker making her way up to the front as Francisco now taking the lead, getting pushed by Jess Hanna.
I think teammates are trying to link up there with Keegan Love Jr.
Yeah, we got the 2 Fords teammates right on the bottom.
There you go.
Of course, Ford made a pretty solid late season charge in the manufacturer standings at the end of last year, but it just was a little bit short on their efforts. Toyota squeaking that one out.
Yeah, sadly, I announced my switch to Dodge a little too soon before I realized that Fords were actually good and they made their late season run. Now I'm sort of regretting my decision, you know?
Well, I'm sure Dodge wouldn't like to hear that, but you know what? Season's just starting. Never know what can happen.
We got Dodge supplied us with some brand new bodies for the 2021 Ram 1500, and we ended up using those. Sorry to Greg and Hope. I didn't mean to leave you out to dry with the rebels there.
That's alright. Dodge is a dodge. Looks like Matt is screaming for attention on his driver. Looks like Lily Holmes off to a very bad start. She's shown 3 laps down. And she is in the 17 truck this year. I gotta get used to that one. She's still there. Looks like did she even take the couple trucks didn't even take the green. That's disappointing. It's alright, Matt. You still got 2 horses in this race.
Attitude Motors. Attitude approved.
Looks like we can see Ben Gordon looking like he's going to go a lap down shortly, and Lily has been freed from pit road jail. But the damage is done. She's 3 laps down now. As Ben Gordon looks to go a lap down to Trip Chase, our current leader.
Very sad start for Ben Gordon. I feel like he had a lot of potential this race to show what he was made of.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't qualify well and didn't start the race well. So, I mean, thankfully it's a preseason race, so points don't really count. But, you know, not the best start, like I said. You see Callum Johnson looking to lead a lap. A fall short. Yeah. I'm going to try to avoid the bastard word as much as I can this season, but it probably will come up.
Green bastard from parts unknown.
You can see Albert is now up front. Or to swallow up Lily Holmes. Probably by the front stretch they'll catch her now. There she goes. I think that'll be 4 laps down for our girl, Miss Holmes, who actually came on quite strong at the end of last season. She was pretty close to getting an Xfinity ride from what I understand from her team owner. But ultimately the talent in the off-season draft was just too much for Matt to resist temptation, and he opted to go with 3 prime drivers in the Xfinity instead of bringing her up. Jess, you still awake there? You're awfully quiet.
Yeah, I'm here. Just watching the race, listening in.
Well, looks like Lily's trying to get at least one of her 4 laps back now. It's pushed to the front. And during testing, I mean, the racing wasn't obviously as intense as the last Daytona, but the wrecks were pretty substantial. I mean, especially before the first pit stop, if something happens, close to at least a quarter of the field would get pretty much taken out. So let's hope that doesn't happen today, but it seems to be inevitable, really. Especially with 3 wide racing now.
Oh, when the big one's gonna strike.
Always the scary part about these tracks is close racing equals less reaction time for avoidance, and almost inevitable. If somebody wrecks in front of you, you just can't stop these heavy trucks in time.
And we're already a third of the way through this race.
Time's flying, so I'm not exactly sure when pit stops are going to happen, but it's going to be around lap 20. And some green flag stops coming sooner rather than later.
I wonder who all's in the chat today. We get a head count.
Matt is very active in the chat. Of course, his girl Lily not having a great day. Like we got Keith Hughes in the mix, and William here, Greg Shetner, a couple of the
Grub
regulars.
surprisingly absent.
Well, Grub is actually having his anniversary with him and his wife, so happy anniversary to the Hustlers Racing
Oh, I'm
Incorporated
just
team owner,
kidding. I'm just kidding. Happy anniversary, Greg.
Dave.
Me.
Hey, Greg. Happy anniversary to you anyway.
Yeah, happy Greg's anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Dave. I'm sorry. Many names.
You can just see in the turns how the trucks bounce up and down. Really cool how they stay on the track.
Christian, we're getting a little bit of feedback from you. That for us.
Are you?
What is Daniel Banks doing?
Like he's chilling in the back.
Yeah, I saw him off the track underneath the yellow line on that last angle.
It's like things are starting to heat up a little bit. 3 wide is turning into 4 wide now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 4 wide for the lead. This will be fun.
How's that, Alex?
I guess we'll have to wait and see. I don't hear myself talking just yet, so maybe that's fixed.
I turned down my input sensitivity. Hopefully that works.
Back is starting to tighten up a little bit. Like these drivers are going to start taking more and more risks to get to the front before the pit stops, and that should equal a better pit entry. You can see 4 wide again. A lot of lap cars in the mix there. Whole pack is separated within 1.3 seconds, with the exception of Daniel Banks, who looks like he lost the draft now.
29 Dord 31 a little bit there.
It's very tight in that tri-oval. I'm starting to have doubts if there's going to be a green flag stop. To 29 and 31 are dooring each other down the front straight, and they're still going at it.
Hard racing, man.
This is very tight. We got the new boy Gil down on the bottom.
That Burger King truck.
Yeah, there's some nice looking trucks in the field. A very colorful palette season in the trucks, which is always nice to see. Like things have settled down just a tiny bit more 4 wide racing for the time being. Field a little bit. Ooh. Oh no. Like we got Mike Carroll pitting. Past champion. Watch his pit stop. Camera angles are trash. Anyone else in the pits? Nope, looks like he was by himself, so splitting the race down the middle. He's off.
2 tires.
Yeah, just 2 tires and some fuel on his way. I would hope for his sake that the leaders come down this time by, or else he might lose the draft now. Gonna split up the pack just a little bit. Leaders are staying out for one more, at least. Might have been a bad strategy call for Mike. Got the lead pack and then that secondary pack, and looks like you're leading that secondary pack, Jess, so it's not a bad place to be if you're coming down the pits anytime soon. Just want to have some clean air. Nobody in front of you to slow you down. The champ is in the building now. We got Mike Carroll watching. Welcome to the race, Mike. Probably tuned in at the wrong time.
Champ is here.
Looks like he's got some help now with Daniel Banks, but two cars are definitely not going to be faster than this monster pack. Catching them quickly.
Second pack is going to catch up to the first pack.
Yeah, looks like they're starting to work together a little bit.
And this is some incredible racing we got going on here. Whoever suggested this track needs like a 50 grand bonus.
I want to see more wrecks, man. This is an exhibition race. But this is just practice for the real race, which I'm thinking about maybe just doing tomorrow. We'll do another double header. Let's get the first race out of the way. So that will give us some time to throw out some sponsorships for those trucks looking for some funding. And maybe we can do round 2 by the weekend. Yeah, that's second
Round
pack.
2 will be at Homestead, correct?
Yes, sir. Both series, and then I think the third round is where we have a little bit of a mix-up with schedules. There's different races sometimes on different rounds. Kind of keeps it realistic. You can see that 3 truck now looking like he's going to duck down pit road. Still some...
All of them coming.
Still trucks out staying out.
A little dicey with all those trucks slowing down at once.
Yeah, that is a monster pack of trucks. Let's see if I can have this spectator view with DW Mike Joy and Larry McReynolds.
Hey, it's us. Yeah. Hi.
It's us, yeah.
As we welcome you into the booth.
We got live pit stops in the background.
I'm Larry McReynolds. Now watch as I randomly take a cheese grater to this tire.
Never gonna live that. Kind of messy getting out of pit road. Newcomer Irvin Vargas, like he had an okay pit stop. And, maybe Mike Carroll might have made the right call after all, getting into his stall nice and clean. From all this. Take a couple laps or so for the field to bunch up and reshuffle themselves. See that 3 truck who was leading. Followed very closely by Sam King.
Yeah, Sam King, who's doing surprisingly well in his first ever start. To be in line to do what nobody, well, actually, never mind. I was about to say what nobody had ever done and win in his first start, but I remember the 85 at Daytona Road Course.
But no youth driver has won in their first start, so he can hold that title as youngest first-time winner.
Yes, that is true.
How old is he, by the way? Is he, what, 17, 18? Something like that. Very young, talented driver. Try and figure out who the leader is. And I lost track of who was leading. I want to say that 3 truck was out front, but 25 is still showing as the leader. Looks like he made his pit stop now, so looks like our net leader.
Yeah, they're gonna blow by him.
Our net leader might be right here in that 80 truck. Back right here, the 618 and the 80. Of course, that 24 truck is a lap down. Imagine how well he would have been doing if he didn't make that pre-race pit stop. '25 and 80 truck are teammates, so I would hope maybe there's a little give and take there. That pack is going to start forming fairly quickly now. More and more trucks can catch these guys, and I imagine it'll be 3 wide fairly soon. Like, that's pretty much our first pack. 10 trucks now. What else happened in those pit stops? I think everyone... No serious issues in the pit stops, but it strung out the pack quite a bit. There's a couple different packs now. We got the first one, which is passed already, and then we got about 3 or 4 packs that needs straightening out, and still no caution, so we might have a caution-free race to start things off. Keep things exciting. So those teams right on the on their heels to start off things. Get ready for Daytona race 1. WK Racing entries 1 and 2 right now. Like team members aren't going to play a factor for this, as the 80 of Baker looks like he's going to take the lead from Walker. Guy Sam King right up there in the mix. Anyone can win it still.
There we go. New leader, Sam King.
King looks like he's gonna get this one. Of course, we got Jason Donovan now up front, also battling for Rookie of the Year honors. So we got 3 Rookie of the Year candidates right in your picture, but only 2 on the lead lap. Of course, followed by, or beating last year's Rookie of the Year, Catalina Schwartz, who surprised everyone, went to the Final 4 and finished 2nd. I'm not gonna lie, I did not see that coming at the start of the year, but that's what these races are for. It's why people race, right? You just don't know the outcome until after things are over. Lily Holmes now, I think she completed her pit stop. Just gonna kind of scramble this pack up a little. Second pack is ghosting the first one. They're about 6.5 seconds back now. I don't know if that's going to be enough time to catch, so I think these one of these trucks in front of you right now, top 14, has a chance to win it. Everyone else, I think, might have to try again next time. Go, Julia Powell. She's looking to take the lead over Casey Weber. Cat truck. And those Dodges look, they look pretty good out there. Visually and performance-wise.
They're definitely going to like this race without any caution.
Yeah. I was thinking for sure there would be a caution in this one because of how big the pack is, 39 trucks. And it looks like we came kind of close a few times, but never really transpired. Now that they're all kind of spread out, I don't think the odds are great for a late race caution, which would definitely end the race. I think we want it to stay green now. Tanner Woodward. Where'd he come from? He's pretty good on super speedways. I've noticed he's always seems to be right there at the end when it counts on bigger tracks. Came very close in his first race at Green Valley. Of course,
Yeah, here comes the 26 on the inside, though.
Got 2 laps to go. And got Jennifer Johnson taking the point with Danielle Baker 8 behind her. A couple of females taking charge of this race late. Jennifer has no relation to Callum, by the way. Oh, Danielle Baker looking to take the lead late in this race.
Nice move.
Won at, I believe, Talladega to get her first win, so she did very well last season, getting herself a win. Inconsistency kind of cost her a better points finish, but it's been pretty good. Half a lap to go. Drivers are on the back straightaway, and we got Sam King coming up the middle.
Here he comes. I don't think he's got anything, though.
Got Sean Cohen coming on the inside now, getting a push from Brody Walker. And he goes to the point.
Into the tri-oval.
Here we go.
Is it gonna be?
Gonna be Brody Walker, Sean Cohen. Oh, that was close.
Line.
Yeah, looks like Sean Cohen got the victory. Couldn't tell because of that angle, but it was very, very close. 10 or 100ths of a second. Not too bad to start things off this season.
Very nice. Very nice.
We had Brody Walker finishing second by, looks like, yeah, it was 15 hundredths, so that was very close. Always a close finish at Daytona. Danielle Baker finishing third. Jason Donovan in his first race getting a top 5, as well as Sam King. Not bad for the rookies. Charles Baker, so a second WK Racing entry. 2 of them in the top 6. Excellent work for them. And Jennifer Johnson led came close to winning this. She finished 7th after all that. Tanner Woodward led late. Finished 8th. Aiden Wright 9th. And rounding out the top 10 was Tristan Grace. Well, so, I mean, we had a couple of usual suspects in the top 10, but some new faces as well. Say the most impressive is the WK Racing team so far, but it is only a super speedway, so no one's going to see anyone's true colors until we get to Homestead at least. And looks like Sean Cohen is taking a victory lap, celebrating a little bit, his first unofficial victory.
Impressive first performance for the Dodges as well. The 44 of Sam King in the top 5, and
got three Dodges in the top 10, so good representation for those guys. Of course, the Toyotas are pretty strong. We had 2 of them in the top 5. How many Fords do we got? We got 2 Fords. Still trying to get used to the new manufacturers. We got how many Chevys? We had 1, 2, 3 Chevys. So pretty balanced, I would say. It's going to be a very close manufacturer battle. I can already tell that now. What do you guys think about the first one?
Very clean race.
I like the way the track races. Just it's incredible seeing those trucks go over the bumps and manage to stay steady.
Yeah, it was a little bit different from the last time, a little bit less chaotic, I guess, but very clean race for these young drivers looking to make their name in the league and I'm looking forward to the next race. We'll have 27 Xfinity cars on the track in their first showing of this league, and there's some pretty cool looking cars, I must say. I don't think all of them have been revealed yet due to rendering issues, so we'll go through them once we go back live for that. So right now I'm just going to jump off, take a quick 15. I'll announce when I go live again for Xfinity, and try and fix my... I was having a few technical glitches to start this stream. I don't know if anyone noticed, but I'm going to see if I can get that fixed up real quick. And everyone just take 15. We'll be back shortly. Okay.